Hello, 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 everybody. We are live. I'm trying to get this thing just set right. It seems to be frozen.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. Now it's not frozen. No, we're not frozen. Trying to get it sideways so I can see it. Live chat. So I can see what you see. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think it's caught up. Nope. I want to see the words. Why won't it let me see the keeps flipping over? I want to see the words. Live chat. It's not letting me see the words. It's fighting with me already. Okay, let's try this. Got that. All messages. We should be able to turn it sideways. There, we did it. One thing down. One thing down. Okay, because I have misplaced my computer glasses. It's in one of these bags that I took to work with me the other day. I know it is because I took my computer to work, so I had my computer glasses. Hello, Miss Bridget. Why is it hiding your messages? You didn't do anything wrong. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, 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 everybody. Who is here? We got people here already. I see Sherry. I see Karen. I see Paula. I see Dawn. I see. Who else do I see? I see Pamela. Hello, Miss Pamela. Go back up to the top. I see Dina and Miss Bridget, who's already in trouble. Hello, Miss Smiley Lady. And Linda and Carol. Hello, hello. Who else? Who else? Linda finished her Lizzie. And yay, yay, yay. And Miss Sherry. Sherry is lurking. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I don't think so. Get that down here. There, that's a little bit. It's kind of dark. It's super, super hot. It's like 100 degrees here again. And I still have no air conditioning. Still. Mr. pulled one of those. We've got one of those little stand-up units that we were using in the. I know, we used to use in the RV, and we kind of sort of forgot about it, and then remembered about it, and so he pulled it out of the garage the other day and brought it in the house. So that's a little better, but it's noisy. So if it's too noisy, you guys tell me, and we'll turn it off, and I'll turn the fans on and all the things. And I don't know where my hair clippy is. I had one, and oh, I know where it is. Oh, there's one. I end up sticking one on the lamp, because what happens is I ended up taking it off at some point, and then I set it over there so I don't lose it. So that'll help a lot. That'll help a lot. Okay, that will help a lot. But because we have no AC, we've been keeping the shades all drawn in the house. That helps keep the heat out. And because of that, I have no light in here. You know how it goes. So that's what's going on. But anyway, yeah, it is hot, hot, hot. H-O-T, hot. I've been eating caramel corn. My girlfriend gave this to me. I met her up. She wanted to look at a piece of property yesterday. Was that just yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, it was just yesterday. Oh, it was terrible. It was just terrible. But it was a cool piece of property, but it was in terrible condition. And she gave me half a bag of caramel corn. She says, "Here, I don't like this. You take it." Because that's what I need is caramel corn, right? So I've been snacking on caramel corn. But you can't play with yarn and eat caramel corn. So I just was eating on that for a couple minutes. Hello, Miss Kel. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I need everybody to please go down and check in the description down below. You know the routine. Go look down below and double check your numbers, because I noticed some weirdnesses in a couple people's numbers. It looked like some didn't have enough, and it looked like, and I don't remember whose it was, somebody had the same number in there twice. So just everybody that's in here, go in, check your numbers, and really don't just go, oh yeah, my numbers are there. Go in there and look at your actual number list. Make sure it looks correct and that you've got 9 numbers in there. You don't have any doubled up in there. You know, just give it a real good once over. Yeah, me too. Good. Thank you, Kel. And I know somebody's going to yell at me. I know we had a new gal in here last week, and I wrote your numbers down because we had the whole conversation about me losing my calendar, which, by the way, I found, but I forgot to bring it in here with me. So it is in my bedroom. And I was going to go do that right before I got online, and then I got a phone call, so that didn't happen. But whoever it was that was in here last week and you gave me your numbers, I have lost them. I have no idea what I did with that sticky note. So if you were here last week brand new and you gave me your numbers, you're going to have to give them to me again. In theory, in fact, if somebody shows up here tonight with new numbers, I will pause. Actually, I'll just wait till we start bingo, and then I'll run in and grab my calendar. Yeah, because I know exactly where it is. Okay, Carol, I wonder if it'll let me fix it while we're on. I think that's been the problem before, is you tell me and then I can't go in there while we're live. So let me see if I can do that, Carol. Let's just try. Let's just try. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I need to go to StreamYard, STREA, StreamYard, StreamYard, live, edit. Oh, it's letting me in there. It is letting me in. Okay, hang on. One thing at a time. I got to go back up here to Carol, ABC, Carol Stinson. Carol says 5-3, and it should say 5-5. 5-5. Okay. Somebody else had an issue. Linda. See, I knew there was somebody that had 2 3s in there. Linda has 2 3s. Okay, so Linda, what should your other number be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Linda, so now I need a different number. Instead of 3, what should your other, it should be a 6. 6, okay. Yours are fine, yours are fine, yours are fine. Oh, good, Sherry. Yay, okay. Now let's see if I can save the changes. Save changes. It says it saved the changes. So let me go back in and look. It did. It saved the changes. Okay. Yay, yay, yay. All right. And I think that was the only thing that I noticed the other day was that it had the 3-3, the 2 3s in there. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. So then that's up to date. All right. Because that, I don't know what I was doing the other day, and I noticed that, and I'm like, oh, is this machine messing up again? Is it me that bumped something? Because every now and again, that thing just acts up, just does not behave. So that's good. That is very, very good. What was I going to tell y'all? Seemed like there was something. I don't remember. But anywho, there's that. Okay, so we got everybody checking that. And when we get more people in later on, I will, you know what? Because we usually have more people than this in here right now. I'm going to send a quick message over to the community page. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Come play bingo. Or is there somebody having a big live tonight that is getting in the way? That's usually what happens. Okay, we are good there. All right. Oh, alt knots. Yeah, we can't. Although I don't think we've got a whole lot of people. We don't typically have the same group of people. Yarn Bee Soft. I don't think I've worked with the Yarn Bee Soft Secrets unless that's what this is. Nope, this is True Colors, Yarn Bee True Colors. I made my bees out of this one in the black. Really, the bees work up really. See, it's nice and thick. It's a little thicker than, I wonder what they're calling this. I have the hardest time finding, oh, they're calling this a super bulky 6. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, if Jeannie is live, then yeah, a lot of my people would be watching her instead. That's why we usually they are the ones that usually pop over for the third game. Yeah. It's hard. There's so many people that do lives. There's only so much time. There's only so much time in the day. And especially when it's nice weather, everybody wants to be outside. I have seen that balloon dog, Sherry. Are you going to work that up? I do like all much. She was on my show. She's a doll. Remember, she was on here. She's the one that makes a pair of socks on the knitting machine. Yeah. Yeah, she's fun. She's funny. I really enjoy her. But yeah, she was on just a couple months ago. She's usually, I'm surprised she's on right now because she tends to run things a little bit later. She's kind of a night owl. And so often, yeah, you're right. It is unusual that it's a PDF. Often her shows are later in the evening, and I usually can't stay up as late as she wants to do stuff. It is so cute. I'm actually, did I order them? I think I've got some charms to make some balloon animal earrings. Oh, I should show you guys some of the new earrings that I made. I've got them sitting over there so I don't forget to take them in my craft fair stuff. Just really cute. Oh, thank you, smiley lady. Did your stuff get to you? I don't think I mailed them out. Maybe not till Wednesday. Might not have got there yet. Yeah, that balloon dog looks so darn cute. thin yarn and the chenille. Whoops. You guys want to see? I wasn't going to show you until later on, but I can show them later on again. Oops, I got a big knot. I got a knot. Let me deal with this knot, and then I'll show you what I made yesterday. It turned out so cute. I have been, oh, your neighbor's baby horse came over to visit. It hasn't that I've been putting off making it. I didn't have the yarn for the longest time because I bought a pattern on Etsy, and you guys know I've been trying to set up an Etsy shop. Well, I finally got the shop set up. I've only got one thing in there. That's why I haven't been talking about it yet. Just because, I mean, I've just got it set up just to have it set up. It's not really live yet. But since I set it up, it's fighting with my personal Etsy account. So all the stuff I have bought, the patterns I have bought, I can't access. I can't get in to any of my patterns and print them off. So I bought this pattern that I've been wanting to make for a couple of weeks, and I can't get to it. So I finally was able to get to a help desk person last night or the night before, I guess, so I could find out what kind of yarn I needed to get. And I was able, and she couldn't figure it out either. So finally she just emailed me the pattern so I could figure out what kind of yarn I needed to buy so I could make this silly pattern. So I did make the silly pattern. You guys want to see? It turned out so cute. I'm very proud of myself. So I made one, and I love the way it turned out. So then I tried it with a bigger hook size, and I love it even more. So, hello, Miss Cynthia. What are you doing up at Deer Lake? Staying cool, I hope. I made the chicken. Mabel the chicken. Didn't she turn out just adorbs? Absolutely adorable. I love her. I just love her. So then, because it said if you were going to put the eyes in, the safety eyes, to use the smaller hook, which I did, and I used the K. So I used a K hook, and then but then I ended up using the black velvet yarn for her eyes, and so it said you could go up to, let me look. This was a 6.5 mil, and then it said you could use a 7 or an 8 mil. Well, apparently those are very specialized sizes. And a chicken coin purse. Oh my God, Sherry. Robin needs that. So I can't find those sizes. I can't find them. I don't have them. And I can't find them anywhere. So then I dug around in my bag and I came up with an M, which is a 9 millimeter. So that's 2 whole sizes bigger, maybe even 3 whole sizes bigger. And since I wasn't using the safety eyes and didn't have to worry about it, look how cute. Isn't she adorable? Isn't she adorable? Big old roly-poly. So there's the original size, and there's the bigger size. I just love Mabel. Mabel turned out great. And I was a little concerned that you'd be able to see the stuffing because of the bigger stitches, and you can't at all. You cannot at all. And I was so lucky to be able to get the dappled yarn, the gray and white dappled yarn, because I guess it's really hard to find, but I got really lucky. So then I had to go back to the store, and look what I got today. The red and white dappled yarn. So that's what I'm working on right now. Whoops, I don't know where that came from. So where's my hook? So I'm working on this right now, the red and white. So as we speak, I'm making a red and white one. And that's kind of what color our chickens are. We've got some speckly ones. So I'm working on this, and we'll see how it turns out. Uh-oh, what happened? Why are we sorrying for Cynthia? What did I miss? Yeah, I do have the instant messenger, the Facebook instant messenger. I'm not sure if that is yeah, that's just messenger, Facebook messenger. Yeah. This is the, what is her name? Her name is Oak and Marlowe. Oak, show up on there. Oak and Marlowe. I guess this is the chicken pattern that's floating around. And her name, it's Mabel the chicken. And it wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap. I want to say $4 maybe. To be honest, I bought it probably a month ago when everybody was first talking about the chicken. Etsy. Oak, look up Oak and Marlowe. Now, be careful, because there is somebody out there who has stolen her pattern and her exact pictures and is selling them. But you want to make sure that you do the Oak and Marlowe. Oak and Marlowe is the name. Oh, she did. I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you, Cynthia, because I know when I talked to you last week, you were getting close. You didn't think he was going to last the weekend. Okay. Ugh. I'm sorry. Yeah. Big hugs. I know you were expecting it, but that doesn't make it any easier. It does not make it any easier. Oh, she was so upset the other day. I saw her. I don't know where I saw her. I saw a post from her or something, and she was just beside herself, asking people to please do not go and buy the pattern from that other lady. And I actually saw the other person's post on Etsy, because it was the same picture, everything. And I just thought, are you kidding me? Of course, she's working with Etsy, trying to get the other person's thing taken down. But I'll tell you what, dealing with Etsy on anything is next to impossible. So, okay, wow, yeah. And her pattern is very well done. It's 6 or 8 pages on, and I'll tell you the honest truth. And sometimes I have a problem with this, but I have to remember there's a lot of work that goes into these things. This thing is like 8 pages long. There's a lot of pictures. There's a lot of step-by-step pictures and things on there. But I'll be honest about it. The actual pattern is that right there. So, but there's pictures on how to close it. There's pictures on how to do the face. There's pictures on, so there's a lot of little bits and pieces and things. There's pictures on how to make the, let me get it up here. There's pictures on how to make the little tail part look cute. So there's a lot of little tips and tricks. And I mean, it's worth the $5 or $6 or whatever that, because there's a lot of work that goes into these things. And it's much better than some of the patterns I have paid $5 or $6 for. I will definitely tell you that. And it's absolutely adorbs. So, I don't quite have it memorized. I've made 6 of them. I don't know how to do that. Is there some, do I have somebody in here with a blue dress? I don't know if I do. It's, I'll just write the name of it in here. Why do you keep doing that to me? Every time I go to type something, it disappears. Oak and Marlowe. Yeah, and I'm sure on Etsy that's all it is. Does she have a YouTube? Let me look. I'll look real quick. I'm not sure if she has a YouTube. Yeah, she does. So if you just go on YouTube, she's got, let me see if it'll let me do this. Oh no, that's a singer on YouTube. That won't do you any good. Does somebody in here who knows stuff like this, can I do a link from Etsy to here? Is that a thing? Oak and Marlowe. Let's see. Hey, Janice. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's $6. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oak and Marlowe, copy. Let's go up here. I don't know if this is a thing. We're going to find out. Paste. Did it do it? Did it do it? Ta-da-da! Okay, there's the link right to the pattern. It's $6. And it's adorbs. Okay. All right. Let's play some bingo, and we can keep chit-chatting while we talk, while we play. Okay, so don't forget, everybody, there's a few new people in here. Everybody, go into the description box. Check your actual numbers. Make sure I've got them correct. I have found a few that have had some inconsistencies in there. Okay. And I need to go in there. Oh, by the way, let's do this. Let's get bingo going. So double check your numbers. Make sure they're absolutely correct. And then I'll tell you something that I want to make sure and tell you guys. So here we go. Match 5, y'all. Match 5.
16.
Oh, I guess you want to see it. Fine. 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 There. Thank you, Sherry.
Oh, 74.
Hey, big dude, you can play right now. Just drop me 7 numbers. No, that's not right. 9 numbers. Drop me 9 numbers between 1 and 75. And we're matching 5 right now. As soon as this match 5 is over, you'll be able to play the next one.
I 29.
So I wanted to tell you guys, just because I'm in the process of trying to possibly get an Etsy thing set up. What a nightmare, you guys. Because you 9. Give me 9 numbers between 1 and 75. I will write them down. You also keep track of them. So it's super, super incredibly important.
Oh, 71.
Anytime you buy anything from anybody, let's see, someone with 11 numbers. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Anytime you buy something from anybody on Etsy, it's vitally important that you go back in and give them a rating. Super important. However,
G, 51.
a 5-star rating is what they need. If you had any issue that you're going to give them less than a 5-star rating, contact them and discuss what the problem is. You can kill their shop with less than a 5-star rating. And if it was something that they have no control
7.
over, don't give them a rating, a lower rating because of it. So if the mailman put the package in your garden and smashed your rose bush, don't give the Etsy lady 3 stars, because she's got no control over what the mailman does. You know what I mean?
I, 17.
And people do that all the time, and it will destroy their Etsy channel because of things like that. They are the Etsy gives so much weight on those star ratings, and people will give them a 1-star rating because something, and I'm just making stuff up, but let's just say this is an example.
Oh, 65.
The description will say, this yarn is red and white speckled. And when it shows up, it'll be red and white speckled yarn. And the person will give them a 1-star rating because they wanted the yarn to be blue, because they didn't bother to read the description. So read the description, people, and don't give them a bad rating.
59.
If the problem is completely out of the control of the Etsy seller. But it's super, super important to give them the ratings. Super important. Okay, let me write down your numbers, big dude. I know that, Kel, and I cannot
10.
I cannot tell you how many times I have seen things like that happen.
Joe. Hey, Joe.
Are you kidding me, Amazing? I'm not even going to get these numbers written down, and you're going to have one already. Big dude. 2, 7, 18.
G, 60.
My pen doesn't want to work. 30, 64, 12, 22, 21, 55.
N, 31.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, Sherry, you know how it goes. The other thing that's weird with Etsy, you'll buy something and you'll get it and you'll want to go in and give a rating.
14.
And it won't let you for like a week later. Well, by then you've forgotten about it. Hey, Miss Dana, Miss Troublemaker. So remember, it's the first one to bingo that is on my screen, which could look
N,
different
35.
than your screen. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm going round and round. Yeah, it's really strange. There's so many stuff that's strange with Etsy. So much stuff that's strange.
G. 47.
Right. I do too, Kel. I read all the stuff, over and over and over.
I. 20.
We got a bingo. We got a bingo. Good Lord. Let me get this thing paused. Pause. Go up here. Okay. 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 Now I got to go over here. Forever blessed. Gotta go over here. Gotta find the thing. Okay. 10. 16. So you don't have my glasses. 29. 35. 65. We got a good bingo. We got a good bingo. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yee-haw. Get my yarn out of the way so I can get to my stuff. We need our palms. Woohoo! Yay! Bingo, 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 bingo. Woohoo, woohoo. Put that right there. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Here's the rules. Oh, I didn't change the date. That's always something. It's always something with me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? So what? Who knows what next Saturday's date is? This is a test. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's go with 19. If you don't know it, you're making it up. So August 19th, whether that's next Saturday or not. Show. I need an email to that address. I need your actual name. I need your screen name. I need a good email in case I need to respond back to you. Full mailing address, including apartment number, space number, galaxy number, whatever. Today's date and what you want. So, what did you win, you ask? What did you win, you ask? Hey, Miss Lori. Okay, you got to pick. You got to make sure you can't peek. Do you want what's behind door number 1, which is dinosaurs, or door number 2, which is not porcupines? Again, what are these things called? Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs or dinosaurs? Hedgehogs, dinosaurs. Hedgehogs, dinosaurs. Look at me, all on the ball and ready to go and everything. I'll tell you why I didn't do Shopify. There's a reason. Forever. Hedgehogs or dinosaurs? Did I miss her answer? Did she answer me and I missed it? Two. So that's hedgehogs. Hedgehogs? I got to have the word. Hedgehogs or dinosaurs? You can't confuse me with numbers that I didn't offer. Hedgehogs or dinosaurs? I know, the bags are so cute, aren't they? They came in a mixed bag of animals, and I'm like, done. Hedgehogs or dinosaurs? Dinosaurs or hedgehogs? You don't want me picking. I will. You can say, yeah, you can say blue or yellow if that's easier. Dinosaurs. Good choice. Ooh. Ooh. Feels like yarn. You have won Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee Pigment and Fiber Lavender Days multi-pack. Is this gorgeous? Is this gorgeous? This is gorgeous. I'll tell you what. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shades. It says Lavender Days. It's 5.2 ounces, 630 yards, and it is, what is it? 60% acrylic, 20% wool, 20% nylon. I did not know this had wool in it. Let me know if that's an issue. You use a 3.2. Oh, it's a D. You use a D hook. This is gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, I used this last year when I made the shawl that Karen, was it Karen that did that crochet along with that beautiful, beautiful shawl? I think it was Karen. Yeah. And this was the yarn that we used. And this, I didn't even use this whole thing. And I made a shawl out of it. And it was stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm trying to think. Can I make me bigger? No, I cannot make me bigger. So anyway, it was gorgeous. It's this beautiful, it is soft. Oh, it does look like ice cream. It looks like a giant ice cream cone. But it's beautiful and it is soft to work with. And it isn't splitty at all. And it's super scarfable. And it is, what was I going to say? It isn't splitty. It's beautiful stitch definition. It is really, really nice to work with. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you go back and look at my, go back and look at some of my videos from last summer, and I was making this. I made, can't remember the name of the show, but it was a crochet along with Karen. Probably just about this time last summer. It took me maybe 6 weeks to make it. So there's a series of videos, and you'll see these beautiful colors. So there you go. There you go. I hope you like it, and I hope you make something gorgeous out of it. And you guys know I am color challenged. So this was the perfect way for me to be able to make something like that where I didn't have to worry about the colors working out. I'm bending the cardboard so it fits in here. I hope that's okay. Okay, done and done. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. All right, so that means the winner of game 2 will get hedgehogs. You don't have to make the hard decision. And Big Dude, you can play game 2. Let me clear the board from bingo. Clear the board. That was only 16 numbers. That's pretty darn good. Reset. Confirm. Back to the top. Have to look those videos because a friend. Oh yeah. It was a free. It was free on. I'm sure it was Karen. But yeah, if you go in there and find, you'll see me using that yarn, showing it off in the thumbnails. It was last summer for sure, because I was sitting outside on the deck showing it. And I'll be talking about it, and then she just shows the pattern in the videos. So, and it was easy to follow along. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fast game. Really, really was. Miss Dana, what is Karen's channel? You know me. I got no brain. Worked up pretty quick. And that was the only reason I did that crochet along, because it was only 4 or 5 weeks. It wasn't a real long time, or I wouldn't have been able to keep up. Oh, I know, Sherry. I know. Yeah, the colors are just yummy in that thing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let me get this off the board. Hide that. All right, is everybody ready for game 2? Again, this is match 5. KB Fibers, that's it. Thank you so much. In fact, if you just go look in KB Fibers, you'll probably see it. It's likely in one of her playlists. And she showed you can do it in any weight yarn. And she shows examples of it in 5 or 6 different weights. And I think the only one was maybe a heavy, like a 6 didn't work out because it ended up being huge. This ends up not being like, I like my shawls big. This ended up being more like a neck wrap, like a kerchief type shawl. I gave it to Dennis's daughter. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Why did you say my name?
I forgot.
Mister.
Mister. Okay. Big Dude, you can play now. Everybody, we're playing match 5. Just like before. And let's get this bingo going.
N 40.
Make sure I didn't bump it. Oh, I didn't do this. Whoops, what's going on here?
G 58.
There you go. Yes, Amanda. Remember we did that mystery crochet along
54.
at the beginning of the year. And every section had at least 2, if not 4 different choices. Dana. Dana.
70.
Dana is misbehaving. Yeah, that horrible, horrible thing. Hey, Miss Deb. No, Kim, you never ever accept a drink from Dana. That is bad, bad.
I, 29.
So we were talking about why I did Etsy instead of Shopify. And it's one very simple reason. With Shopify, it's your own website, and you have to have your own, you have to bring in your own clientele. And so
B, 15.
you, Queen, you've got your own clientele. You already have a client base. I don't. And I think most everybody on here knows that Robin is technologically challenged, to say the least. And so I felt like I needed a minute to get...
26.
Oh, thank you so much, Deb. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I felt like I needed a minute to get things up and running, to figure out the whole e-commerce process, to figure out if anybody's even remotely interested in even buying
49.
my little doodads. My little chickens. See my little chickens. So cute. And my little earrings and anything like that, before I spend weeks and weeks and weeks trying to set up a website, and literally months trying
50.
to drive business to a website, and then trying to maintain a website. And yes, Etsy has serious issues. There is no doubt about that. And I know, and I mean serious issues. I understand that. And the more I hear about it, the deeper I get into it.
9.
The issues are worse than I even knew, worse than I even imagined. But I still think at the stage that I'm in, it's gonna take me a long time. I mean, even you're talking $35 a month. It's gonna take me a long time before I will even pay Etsy $35 a month.
19.
Because I'm not gonna have any sales, I don't imagine, probably for 2 or 3 months. So I'm just trying to figure out the process at this point. And that's why I chose to go with Etsy and not with setting up my own platform. Now, if I had a big product and tons of items for sale, and like you do, and a good strong customer base, then I would have done my own website. Because it makes much more sense. Because the reality is, and this is not a big secret, and this is one of the major downfalls of Etsy, is I could work for a year and build up a strong customer base, and they could get ticked off about something and shut me down in a heartbeat, and I'd lose everything I worked for a year. And so you are absolutely right. You need to have your own site. You need to have your own customer base. You need to have your own mailing list. You need to have all your own stuff. It's scary, the power they have over your business. But I'm so teeny tiny and brand new
56.
I'm just trying to figure out how to take pictures of my product. I'm still trying to figure out how to write a decent description of my product. So I kind of just want to learn that stuff. Oh, and they do it every day, truly. Every single day. So yeah. I'm just kind of using this as kindergarten. And then if I'm actually selling things,
7.
then I'll worry about branching off. Deb, I'll tell you what the link is. I literally have one thing posted in there. Oh, there's a million. There's so many YouTube videos. Oh, and the competition. Yeah. So I think, I'm not even sure. I can tell you the name of my shop.
10. 36.
Roaming with, I couldn't even get the name I wanted because in the process of setting it up, I mucked it up and somehow it said the name was taken, even though it isn't really taken. So that's how messy it is. ROBERART. And then I think you say, there. Oh, you got a bingo?
55.
That's the name of my shop, Roaming with Rover Art. Kel, give me a second, and I'll tell you what I think is the best thing to get started with. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Do I see a bingo? Really and truly? Because I'm going way back and I don't see a bingo.
G. 60.
Tammy, do you have a bingo? Yes. Tammy has a bingo. Let me stop this thing. Okay, Tammy, let's check your numbers. And you are not going to get what I have to send out because I know for a fact that it's going to cost too much to mail to you. Four, 9, 29, 36, 70, 1. Okay, that's good. And I know, isn't that funny, Kel? All right, Kel. Kel. Too much going on. Okay, Tammy, you got a good bingo. Send me your, we've done this before. Send me your thing. Send me your info. And I'll send you a Amazon gift card because I know I can't afford to mail this to you. It cost me $30. So just make sure you send me your the email that I need to use for your Amazon, okay? And let me put this up so you've got my email. There you go. So send me whatever email you want me to use on Amazon. Okie dokie. Woohoo, 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 woohoo. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Let me reset this. Okay, that's reset. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I think you've already got I'm sure you've already got my email, but just in case. Okay. Hey, Miss Wanda. Okay. I understand. You must be driving. Yeah, it is going to be short tonight. So it's time for intermission. Everybody go get a fresh drink. And I'm about ready for a fresh drink. So, yep, bio break. Oh, Miss Dana has, she gets exciting news tomorrow. Let me do this. No, that's, I still got a little bit in there. I'll finish that up while you get me a fresh one. You know, she put her fruit garden in the fair. Oh yeah. She put her fruit garden in the fair, and tomorrow she finds out how it did. So we're all excited. Oh, Miss Dana, will you know when we have Rad Girls? Will you know by then how it did? Wouldn't that be wonderful if you could tell us during Rad Girls how it did? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. That reminds me, I got to send out the Rad Girls link. Let me see if I can do that right now before I forget. Oh, thank you. That is here, and invite guests and copy. Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting. Rad Girls lunch break tomorrow, 10 o'clock Pacific. 10 o'clock Pacific. And let's hope we can find out. Oh, no, I did not. Oh, Miss Dana will be at the fair. So no Rad Girls for Dana. But if she's at the fair, I bet she could text us. Oh, that's no fair. That's no fair. That's no fair at all. You can't keep us waiting until October. No, no, no. Okay, ready for that. Okay, so earrings. You want to see some of the earrings that I made? Let me grab them real quick. Oh. Okay, here's some more of the earrings. I know, Sherry. Oh, I love these. I love, love, love these ones. I spent so much time on these because I wanted to get them just exactly right. Let's see if I can get these up here. Here we go. See the little stones hanging, the cowboy boots with the little stones hanging off the back? I wanted the stones to hang off the back, so I had to redo them about 6 times because the stones kept hanging off the front. And I wanted the stones to hang off the back. And these are little elephants. I like those. And these ones are, what are those called? Conchos? With a little bit of, conchos with a little bit of turquoise in the middle. I'm trying to get, there's a decent view. With a little bit of turquoise in the middle. Oh, look at these. Little yarns. Little yarn balls. I might remake these because I picked up some little beads that I think I can put at the top just to give it a little color. And I got a couple pairs of those, so maybe I'll do some by themselves and some with the little beads. Aren't they so cute? Oh, there's another pair of the...
I know, Joe.
Here's another pair of elephants.
Hey, Joe.
Little elephants. These ones are beautiful. Those pretty. Real delicate with all the different colored stones. I like those. Yes, the little heron scissors, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, these turned out really nice. Miss Morgan taught me how to make the earrings. So that's what I did all the other morning instead of doing these hoops. I really like these. And they're so lightweight. And when the light hits those stones, they just sparkle. Can you see the little bit of sparkle in them? They're really pretty. I really like these. So, and that's the, going back to the whole Etsy thing. Couple of reasons that I really haven't pushed it yet is I'm still doing the craft shows. And by the time I take all the time it takes to take all the pictures and write a listing and put them up on there, if I sell these at the craft show, they're done. So I'm kind of waiting until I'm done with the craft shows, and then I want to post a bunch of things up there. Oh, that's nice, Kel. Yeah, I had a lady order 4 pairs of elephant earrings, so I bought quite a few different elephant ones to find some ones that she liked, and she was very pleased with what we came up with. And then, so these ones were kind of extras from the stuff she came up with. And I'm bringing these to the Yarny Social. For sure. And yeah, so again, anytime you see any of this stuff that you want, they're all for sale. Just let me know. I saw a guy the other day, and I've seen a couple people do it. I guess I just feel kind of weird, but we were talking about, somebody was talking about where to sell things. So instead of Etsy, and we were talking about this last week, I think, there's another website that I like really well, and I'm signed up on that one too. And it's the same name. It's Roaming with Rover Art, A-R-T. Because I'm trying to use the same name on any website that I go to. You did not, Deb. Oh, shoot. Deb, now I got to mail them out to you, and I don't know how. Thank you so much. I don't know how. That's funny because one of the things I just said is I don't even know how I get noticed if somebody buys something from me. I don't even know how I get noticed. So I'm going to have to go in there and look. That's the other reason I haven't listed anything, because I know we're going to the Yarny Social, and then I'm going on my trip, and we've only got a certain amount of time to put something in the mail or we get in trouble with Etsy. And I didn't want to post anything else on there until we get back. Okay, thank you, Deb. I'll figure that out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Deb. You're my hero. But, so let me finish telling you about Go Imagine. So there's another website. I'm so excited. Thank you. There's another website, and it's called Go Imagine. G-O, and however you spell imagine. I-M-A. How do you spell? Does somebody know how to spell the word imagine? Okay. So there's another thing. It's called Etsy Seller. And it's an app that we have. And I just now got a notification on that. And I've never seen anything on that before. So, is there something there? No, there's nothing there. No. Well, Amber's here. Amber, how do you know when something on your Etsy site is sold? Oh, there. It says, congratulations, you made your first sale. I got an order. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I'll get those in the mail tomorrow. I feel so bad. Thank you, Deb. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's how we know. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh, that's funny. Well, and the other funny thing is, a little while ago, my girlfriend contacted me and she said, she goes, I just saw your Etsy stuff. And I'm like, what do you mean you saw it? She goes, yeah, I just saw it. And I go, was it shown to you or did you go looking for it? She goes, well, how would I look for it? I go, by my name? She goes, no, I didn't go look for it. And I go, do you mean Etsy actually showed it to you? My one little item that I have? See, I didn't get a cha-ching, so I probably would have missed it. But I don't have my sound turned. Oh, I do have my sound turned down because we're on the live. So they actually did show my one little item, which I find hard to believe. So I'm going to tell her, my earrings sold. I won't tell her it was one of my friends. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, that's interesting. That's exciting. Now I know, because I was really like, how do I even know if this is a thing? I'll pop those out into the mail first thing in the morning. I think I have to go through Etsy and use their shipping so they know I put them in the mail. But I'll figure that out. In fact, I'll do it after bingo so that I can get that figured right out. How exciting. Okay. So super exciting. We've got just a few weeks until Yarny Social coming up. That's very exciting and can't wait to see everybody. And we are coming down in the motorhome. So that means Joe Dog gets to come with us. And if he makes it, he's been pretty sick. He's been pretty sick the last few weeks, but I think he's going to make it. So he may or may not be in the meeting people mood. Craft fairs, they're much slower than I had anticipated, but I think Mabel's going to be a hit. I think Mabel's going to be hit at the craft fair. Super cute with the Mabel. Yep. So I just made her yesterday.
Put an egg on.
No egg. And let me finish with Go Imagine. The difference between Go Imagine and Etsy is Go Imagine is their fees are much lower. Their philosophy is much more user friendly, much more seller friendly, much more. They are very strict. The items have to be handmade. You guys know Etsy, you can buy anything. I mean, you can freaking buy envelopes. You can buy everything on Etsy. And I mean, you could probably buy this thing on Etsy if you wanted to. And you have to be approved to sell on Go Imagine. They've got an actual approval committee. So it has to be handmade or you cannot sell it on there. So it's almost like the grassroots of what Etsy was in the beginning. And So it feels much more like what Etsy used to be, what Etsy was going to be in the beginning. And it's much, much smaller. There's not the millions of sellers. And I feel much more comfortable on there. You can actually get a hold of somebody if you're having a problem, a help desk type person. And so I'm on both of them. Again, I have one thing listed, and it's not even live yet because it's one of Morgan's nicer pieces of jewelry, and I didn't know the actual name of the stones that she used. So I've got to finish the description before I list it live. But I've got the information now, so I'll go back in there and do that. And then same thing, I'll get that listed as live. And I'm not even sure. Yeah, I don't know. But I think every day I see a lot more people going to Go Imagine because of the problems that one of the differences is it's only US sellers because of some of the problems with shipping over, well, just like we said, shipping to Canada, shipping to overseas. So they can only ship within the US, I think. Anyway, there was something about, I think it was taxes. There was a thing about taxes. So it's only US sellers for right now. But that's something they're talking about expanding in the future. So it's much, much smaller, but it again has the feel of what Etsy was intended to be in the first place. So I will be there, or I am there. It's just I've got the one item listed. It's not live at this time. I just need to take the time to take good pictures and get things listed on there. Taking good pictures has kind of been the one thing that's slowing me up on a lot of this stuff. It's much harder than it sounds. So we have a couple questions. I'm so happy you're here, Miss Amber. And Amber, I've got a couple of questions for you if we've got time after bingo tonight. Craft fairs, it's slow going. Like those 2 weeks when I told you we completely sold out of all of my amigurumi, the next week I sold one thing. It's bizarre. It is just bizarre. Earrings have been selling a little bit better. I'm selling 2 or 3 items every week. It's so hit and miss. But I've got one coming up, the same community that I'm in, and I truly feel like it's this community that this fair is in. It's just not, they just don't have a lot of money. I mean, that's the bottom line. We don't get a lot of people in there. The traffic, we never get more than 10 bodies in throughout a whole evening. Now, having said that, in 2 weeks, the same neighborhood, but down the road a ways, is having an all-day event, and they're going to have a car show and a pancake feed, and what else did I say they were having? A movie. That night they're having a movie, and so it's something they do every year, and it's in a different part of the neighborhood, and I'm told that it's very well attended. I think it's going to do better. So I'm preparing for much more. Plus, it's all day long. It's 9 in the morning, 9 to 3 or something like that. And so that's why I'm making all of the Mabels and a few other things. That's why I wanted to have a better variety of earrings, things like that. Paula, you let me know and I'll make you some. If there's something you see, I can make them into clip-ons for you. You just let me know. And actually, there's also a thing. I've not worked with them, but I think there's a thing called cuff earrings where they literally slide over the side of your ear. I guess it's the thing all the cool kids wear. But I'm told this is much better attended, and because it's all day long and there's all the different things. So we'll see how that goes. Also, this Wednesday is Kids Day at this event. So I don't know if that'll bring in more kids or not. It's also going to be 105 degrees. So you got that going against you. Mr. put up a side wall for us. We've got a back tarp, but he put up a side tarp for us, and that dropped the temperature, oh my gosh, 10 degrees anyway, because that evening sun about wipes us out. And it also stops the wind from knocking stuff over all night long. So that really helped a lot. And I'm going to have him do that again this time, because that sun for that last hour just about kills us. It's nice to have the breeze through there, but that sun. So I'm going to have him put that tarp up again this time. So I'm going to say it has not been a roaring success, but I have learned a lot from it. Deb, the supply list. I did see a supply list. I don't know where it is. It was like I saw it and then I didn't see it. Miss Dana, unless we've lost her, if she has fallen asleep, I'll bet you she can lead us to that. Amanda, Tunisian crochet. I made a giant blanket out of Tunisian crochet last 2 Christmases ago. I swore I would never do it again. The people that love it, love it. I, of course, made it harder than it needs to be. Now, one of my very best friends, that's all she does. Every single thing she makes is Tunisian crochet. She makes blanket after blanket after blanket, and she adores it. And they're all Grafgans, and they're stunning, beautiful blankets. Part of my problem is I crochet tight, and so they're like this, and but I'm almost to the point where I have forgotten the horror of my project, and I just don't love it. I would much, much rather do mosaic than Tunisian. I've done 3 or 4 or 5 projects over my lifetime of crochet, and I'll do one and then I'm like, didn't love that. And then 5 or 6 years later, I'll do one again. So maybe a small project, like maybe a dishcloth. I might do like a dishcloth and then do a cross stitch design over the top of it. But I just don't love it. Some people adore them. Oh, there's Miss Dana. Miss Dana, Deb is asking about the list, the yarn list, the supply list for the Yarny Social. And I'm going to start bingo up again while we talk about the supply list for the Yarny Social. This is blackout bingo. So you have to match 9. Blackout bingo, match 9.
16.
Post it in the community tab. There you go. Did I do it? I did do it. I am signed up for one.
B. 15.
I'm signed up for one craft show in December. First weekend of December. And it's funny, it happens to be, I didn't plan it that way. It just happens to be at high school where one of my grands goes, and he's on the football team there. And it is a fundraiser for the football team. They just happen to have accepted my application there. I have applied
58.
At 2 other craft shows. So if I get accepted at all of them, I'll have one in October, one in November, one in December. And that's all I'm doing. Somebody said year-round craft shows, but I don't know that we have year-round craft shows around here. I'm much more interested in getting things listed on Go Imagine
23.
and figuring out the Etsy thing. Now, there's also a new-ish thing on Michael's, Michael's craft store. They have a site right on their Michael's website, and it's called Michael Sells or Michael Sellers or something like that. And it's the same thing. You go on there, and people have their stuff up for sale. I've heard good and bad. I think their fees are high. Right off the bat, one of the things that annoyed me is, thank you, Dana. You pay a fee for the item you sell, which of course, and
B6.
But you also pay. Okay, so let's say I sell this item, and I'm just pulling numbers out of the air. Let's say I'm charging $20 for an item, and my seller's fee with them is 5%. And shipping costs $10. They're also charging me
52.
And this is Michael's website. They're also going to charge me that seller fee on the postage. I don't get any of that money. That's the post office. And I'm using my supplies. I have to pay for my supplies to mail this out. So why are you charging me seller fees on the postage cost? So yeah, that irked me, and it irks a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people complain about that. Now, having said that, some people have said Etsy is doing that, and other people have said no, Etsy does not do that. So I'm going to be interested in looking at my very first Etsy sale to see if that's the case, to see if the fee got charged against the postage. It's going to be interesting. Yes, you're right, Kel. And Tunisian is not hard to do. It is not hard at all. You pick up your stitches, you take off your stitches. I just don't like it. One of the reasons I have a hard time with Tunisian, and I'll tell you why. Imagine this is my crochet hook, and I'm picking up my stitches all the way across my project. Now I'm holding my entire project on this hook, and I've got a whole blanket on this hook. It gets heavy, and it hurts my wrist.
26.
That's one of the reasons I don't like it. Yeah. So if you're going to do a large project, get a Tunisian hook that is on, that it looks like a knitting needle with a cable on it. So then the weight is on that cable, not on the hook. Yeah, Tunisian hooks with the cables. Yep.
G55.
But it is not hard at all. And you can really fly when you're picking those up. There's a million projects. And I would start with something small first, like, a dishcloth. You can make a dishcloth. You can make a wash rag. You can do like I did and start with a blanket.
33.
It's really, you can do a lot of those where you end up with a bunch of balls hanging off of it because you've got all different colors. I used to. I don't anymore because, I keep saying I'm never doing it again. Yeah.
20.
But it's a fairly simple process. The first 2 or 3 rows is a little tricky till you get the hang of it. And because I'm me, I can never remember the process, and I have to go back and look every time I start one. Where is Mabel? I need to work on Mabel while we're sitting here. Mm. But it's a fairly easy
B. 14.
process. You know, Kel, let me tell you a secret, Miss Kel. You don't need a whole set. For the most part, again, my friend who that's all she does. She has one hook. All she makes is blankets, and they're all this. She uses the same size hook for every blanket she makes. And
B. 2.
that's it. And in fact, I bought. I want to say I bought a boy hook, and I was really struggling with it. And she goes, "That is a piece of junk." And she went to the store and bought me the hook that she uses, and it made all the difference. And I have a meeting with her on Sunday because she's one of the my girlfriends that I'm going on the cruise with next month. So let me find out the exact hook that she uses. And I'll tell you a secret. I bought her a Furls Tunisian hook, and you know it's one of those beautiful handcrafted. She won't use it. She uses the grocery store hook. Let me find out the name of the hook that she swears by. It's probably a $5 hook. And yeah, let me find out the name of the hook that she uses and just get the one and give it a try. Give it a try. Yeah, just like with Dana and her silk. Wait till you find out what I did, Dana. But just like with that, I bought the one hook, the one ugly mustard yellow hook that Dana forced me to try, and
42.
I fell in love with it. You know, I'll never tell her she was right. I absolutely refuse to tell her she was right. But there's a small chance that she was right. Yeah, and you know, if you're making a small project to start with, like literally a wash rag or something, you can take a regular crochet hook and put a great bit, like put a hair tie, a big fat hair tie on the end of it. If you're making a washcloth or something, I've never checked gauge when I do Tunisian. Because I make things that I don't worry about gauge with.
18.
But yeah, all you do is need some. All you need is something on the end so your stitches don't fall off. If you're doing something with 10 or 20 stitches on it, you could put a great big fat couple of hair ties on the end. Big fat, you know what I mean? The big hair ties. I can't think of a different word for them. The big fat ones. Yeah, just to try and see if you like it. And just make a washcloth. Then you don't have to buy anything. I would use a crochet hook about this size, one that you like. You can't use, you cannot use like a furls. It's got to be just like this. It's got to be a straight one because you're going to fill the whole thing up. You load them on and then you take them off. And in
54.
fact, this brand, this is, I got this at Hobby Lobby for like $3. It's got a bag, but who knows where it is. Might be in here. Yeah, but I just got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a bamboo. No idea where my bag is. But it's just on their hanging rack.
13.
23 numbers. How are people doing?
B. 4.
Miss Amber, how's mommy? Yeah, don't buy a whole bunch. Yeah, the Odyssey. And I'll tell you what, though, I've been using my Odysseys the last few days because I learned the hard way. You can't use these guys when you're doing amigurumi. And I can't use my Odysseys on big projects. But if I'm just working a little bit of amigurumi, now with Mabel, I've been working on it all day long. Oh, that's weird. So
41.
I've been using my when I'm only working for a little bit, because that's the thing, they're heavy and I can't use them for a long time. So when I'm only working for like an hour or so, or I'll take it to the craft show because I pick it down, set it, you know what I'm trying to say. Pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down.
G. 50.
And one, two, 1, 2. Okay, was that 2 or is that 3? 1, 2. That was 2.
I. 17.
I do like Prim. I do like Prim. Yeah, I snapped my froze acrylic. I've only done that once when I was down in Texas, and they replaced it. And I've snapped 2 of the wooden ones. And what has happened with the wooden ones is they snap right where the
G. 47.
Where the, not seam, what is it on wood? Where the what's that called? Where the grain of the wood is. But it was and there was a one with a really small head. Yeah, the G, the really small head. And the first time it happened, it was a specialty wood, and they sent me another one right away. And the second time, it was the exact same hook. And I said, why don't you send me a different wood that is maybe a little stronger wood? And they were super nice about it. But I was lucky because the acrylic one, yeah, right? There's no O's at all. The acrylic one, it broke while I was down there. 65. And, you know, they're down in Texas too. So it was replaced super fast. In fact, I think I emailed her on a Friday, and I think I had the new one in my hand on Wednesday. But she got mixed up when I was talking to her in my email. She thought I told her I was using my frills for amigurumi. 27. And she said only use metal hooks with amigurumi. So now I'm trying to only use metal, but I don't have any big amigurumis, any big metal hooks. That is also true. Different hooks and different fibers. Yeah, I do. 34. I like that clover hook that Dana likes. But I was even looking for one of those in the bigger sizes because I absolutely cannot find a hook between the K and the M. I know there's an L, but I can't. Oh, sorry. That's okay, big dude. I've got your numbers
31.
recorded. So all you have to do is look on here. And that's what I'm saying. Once you give me your numbers, you can jump in at any point. So just check your numbers on the board. And we're playing blackout. So now you have to watch. You have to have all your numbers on this time. Yeah, so once we have your numbers recorded, you can jump in at any point.
3.
That's the joy of this. What's going on here that I'm missing out on? Oh, super cute. You're gonna have to go back and check, big dude. Go just scroll the thing down. You got to keep track of them.
40.
I still have not made that new frog with the new pattern.
And
I carry
36.
that green yarn around with me everywhere. Deb, do me a favor and send me an email just so I've got your email address. I want to ask you something. I'm sure I have it, but
and 39.
no, Janice, he just gave them to me a few minutes ago, so they won't be in the description box yet. I know, I just looked at them, Dana. They're so cute. Absolutely adorbs.
B1.
I don't remember. Yeah, it didn't have the jumbo sizes, Deb. It didn't have the great big sizes.
G.
I think it
57.
only went up to a K. But it had the real little sizes, and that's what I was looking for too. Let me look. Because the jumbo sizes were an extra fee. But guess what I found, you guys?
G. 59.
All my stitch markers. I had them packed in a project bag to take with me to work on something. Look at these stitch markers I bought. So I was at Hobby Lobby and I knew I had to buy some new stitch markers. So I bought this little case with stitch markers in it. These are the weirdest things I've ever seen.
G. 49.
And of course, you can't tell when you're going to buy them because they're all wrapped in plastic. And I thought, oh, that's nice. They've got a nice little case. Weirdest things ever. So they're little round things, and they've got a little point where you can snap them together. You can't put them through a stitch because they just bend. I can't imagine what possible good these would be. Probably if you knit, you can or I mean, yes, if you knit, you could put them around the knitting needle, or if they're closed, You could put them over the end of a knitting needle. Now, if I was crocheting something and I had a big, like a double crochet and I was putting them through something,
10,
but
44.
not tight stitches like this, I can't put them through anything. So they're completely worthless. Of course, I'll never lose this. So, yeah. But now I found my bag of stitch markers, so I'm happy again. And I also bought a thing of bobby pins like Dana said to do. So I've got 100 bobby
70.
pins now that I can use for stitch markers. Of course, with this project, I just needed one to do the start of my row. Are you? Yeah, we still hardly have any O's. That's funny. Oh, Linda! Let me pause this. Oh my gosh, Linda, 2 times? 3 times. You have won the last 2 weeks in a row. You went from never winning to winning 3 weeks in a row? Okay, let's check your numbers. Let's check your numbers. Back over here. I know they're right. I know they're right. Eek. Eek, I got to get back to it. Won't let me in. It won't let me in. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I know. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Miss Linda, you better go buy a lottery ticket with these numbers. I'm telling you what. Holy catfish. Yes, 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 Miss Linda. Okay, congratulations. All right, I should make me big. Congratulations, Miss Linda. All right. Get out the big purple bag. The big purple bag. The big purple bag. Oh, I remember now. I remember now. I remember what you're getting. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Okay. This is from Annie's, and it is a kit. So it contains 3 skeins of, can you see that yarn? Can you see that yarn? It's purples and greens and grays. It's hard to see on there. It's hard to see on there. And of course, there's no name, but this is the Annie's Hook and Needle Kit Club. And it's all proprietary, so they don't tell you what the yarn is, but it reminds me of Landscapes yarn. It's called Rainforest is the color. It is 85% acrylic, 15% wool. It's a 3-weight. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is another one of those where I went, but I don't want to give it away. What else is on here? Cool machine wash, gentle, tumble dry. So you can throw it right in the washing machine. This is called the Color Exchange Wrap. There's the, let's see if I can get it to work. There's the shawl that it makes. Isn't that pretty? And so you don't have to do any color changes. It's all built into the design of the yarn. This is terrible. Because this yarn is so Absolutely beautiful. And it is just not picking the colors up. But it is very, very, very pretty. Hook size. It doesn't say what. Oh, it might say on the. No, it does not say what size hook to use. So you get very little information until you open this up. But all the instructions will be inside the pamphlet. And everything you need is right here. So I do not know, including the empty empty wrapper from something else I did. We'll just take that out. You don't need that. There we go. I don't know if I still have your address. Well, Linda, you haven't moved since last week, have you? I'm assuming not. So I still have your address in my mailing information. Oh, can you see? Well, there's Miss Kitty just making herself comfy. Just making herself right at home. Yes, making herself right at home. There she is. Miss Topaz. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know what size yarn it takes, but I will pop that out in the mail to you tomorrow. And I will pop, not that, but this out in the mail tomorrow if I've got your email address. And then to the other one, yeah, you'll have the address. And, oh, good, big dude. And we'll get you an Amazon gift card because I know this is heavy and I know it would cost $20 to send it to Canada. I know. Isn't her tail fluffy? Fluffy tail, fluffy tail. She comes and jumps on my face at 6 a.m. Time to get up, Grandma. That's been long enough. She's very interested. She sat right here this morning while I was trying to crochet. That was enough of that, she said. I'm here to help you. She's the sweetest kitty in the world. She dropped something on her foot Saturday. We thought maybe she broke her foot. She walked around like this for 2 days. But she's fine now. We were going to take her to the vet this morning if things weren't better, but she's fine. She's not even limping today. Boy, you are interested in what's going on, aren't you? She's a sweetheart. Thank you guys ever so much for joining me tonight. It was a great, great night, and so happy to see new winners and old winners. And Miss Linda, you need to go buy a lottery ticket. And I would say, don't change those numbers next time around. That would be my suggestion. And Miss Dana has put up the list of supplies that we need to take to the Yarny Social. Yarny Social. I am going to, it just occurred to me something I could do. I'll put up a few pictures of some of the earrings over on my community tab. And then if there's anything in there you guys are interested in purchasing, let me know. And I will connect with you because we can do that through PayPal or what's that other thing that people buy stuff through. Whatever it is, we can do that. And Miss Deb, I'll figure out how to get that stuff to you because I don't know. But Deb, please send me an email because I want to ask you something before I mail that stuff out. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you ever so much for everything. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at the Rad Girls Live without Dana, who's going to be prancing around at her fair and seeing what she won. I know she's taking it all. She's getting the big ribbon. We know she is. I, however, messed up and missed the deadline to submit my stuff to the fair. So I'm so mad at myself. I missed it by one stinking day. So that didn't happen. But anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow at Rad Girls Live. Goodbye. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.